Hi folks, and welcome to podcast number 113. It's a very special podcast because, as you may be able to see from our Christmas jumpers, if you're watching on the screen, it's Christmas, or it's very nearly Christmas. We've all decorated up our sheds and getting really excited about wrapping our presents and all that sort of thing, getting the turkey in the oven. And I'm here with the KG team, as always, Emma and Tony. Hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. And we wanted to start with a very special Christmas poem, which was written by Emma. I was going to say her age, written by Emma, aged, but we mustn't mention that, so we'll just get on.
Yeah, moving on.
So here's our poem called The Allotment Christmas Gifts.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the plot, not a creature was stirring, not even Jeff, Ben or Dot.
These plotters were tucked up at home watching Christmas TV and eating their homegrown sprouts for their tea. Yum.
The snow lay crisp across the little shed roofs when suddenly there was a crunch of, was that hooves?
A figure could be seen creeping from shed to shed. In the moonlight, a glimpse of a red hooded head.
The creak of a door, the crunch of snow, the figure moved around while singing, ho, ho, ho.
He ran through the parsnips, weaved through the canes, and jumped over the frost-laden glass cold frames.
Then a sound of tinkling bells, a snort and a yell. And is that a sleigh taking off from Dot's plot? Who could tell?
The allotments were silent. What had occurred? Something had happened, but no one had heard.
On Christmas Day morning, the sun shone bright, twinkling plots in the frosty moonlight.
Jeff, Ben and Dot and plotters galore came to harvest kale, sprouts and so much more.
Their homegrown produce for their Christmas lunch, their families waiting patiently for the delicious munch.
One by one, the plotters popped into their sheds, some for a quick brew, others to clear their boo-sore heads.
Then Dot suddenly shouted to Jeff on the next plot, "Thanks, chaps, for the present I have just got." She waved her woolly hat in the air, just what I needed to tame my plot-mad hair.
Jeff shouts back, "Thanks for my hoe. How did you know my old one was broken and had to go?"
Ben joined in too. "My present is great. Amazing you knew my old dibber was in a terrible state."
Chorus of thanks rang around the plots as gardeners rejoiced in the gifts they had got.
A little bit of magic happened that day. No one any the wiser, I have to say.
Although that gnome on Ben's plot who's been there a while, I'm sure he didn't used to have such a cheeky little smile. Boom, boom.
Yeah, well done. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Talking of Christmas gifts, been having a little think about what we like for Christmas. There's little gardening gifts and things. What are you thinking of, Emma?
Well, one little gift, which is not expensive at all. So, not that I'm hinting. It's a Dalek twine cutter. It's like a ring. You wear it on your finger, and it's got a little blade on it that's protected, and and basically you cut string. So you can because I find it absolute nightmare when I'm tying up tomatoes, and I keep having to go and get the scissors and then cutting a bit more string and everything else. And this is like on your finger, so you just go on your finger, and it's there all the time.
Quite good if you get into a fight as well.
Well, yes, like a knuckle duster. But I mean, I think the blade's well protected. You have to slide the string into
Slice
it.
your finger off.
Yeah.
No.
What about you, Tony?
Well, it was difficult, really. But one thing I really do need is a wheelbarrow, because my wheelbarrow seems to wear out. I get tyres that get flat and I can't pump them up again. I've got a plastic one at the moment. It's got a big hole in it, big crack. So I'm hoping Santa's going to be really kind and bring me a super duper, really expensive, long-lasting, durable wheelbarrow.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be lucky.
Every man needs a wheelbarrow. Yeah. I couldn't do without mine. Well,
What about you then, Steve?
Steve? Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking of revamping my greenhouse a little bit. I've got an old sand bench which is full of heavy old sand that needs replacing, and it's got a heating cable in it, but that's been going for years, and I'm sure I'm going to get a shock off of that sooner or later. So I'd like to replace that with a nice heated mat, but it is a bit expensive, so Santa's going to have to save his pennies for that one, I think. But it'll get rid of all that old sand, and it's all much, nice and light, and I can fold it up when I'm finished with it. Oh, it'd be great. I'd be well made up if Santa bought me one of those.
Well, on another note, I'd quite like a geopod heated propagator, which from Greenhouse Sensation, and that's a really nice, good-sized propagator. But it's got lights, integrated lights, so that if you're growing stuff early in the season, you can boost the light, which I think is really, really good. And I'd love one of those. So, yeah.
Well, I think Steve's got that in hand, actually. He's got one of those very expensive ones he said he'd get you.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Steve.
It's only about 200 quid. Man of his needs, no problem.
Maybe
What
next
about you,
Christmas.
Tony?
Well, being a bit follically challenged, I think I need another hat. And, I love hats, as you know. I haven't got enough of them. I've only got about 20. I do need a couple more.
What about one like Emma's? Emma's would be good on the
quite like that. Yeah, I'm quite envious of that, actually. I wish I had one of those. I couldn't even find a Christmas hat this morning. Have you got another one, Steve?
Well, it sounds very boring now. I've heard all yours, but I want a soil thermometer, because it's really handy when you need to know when to start sowing your seeds in the spring. So if you stick the soil thermometer in the ground, and once it gets to about 7, then you can get sowing. So I won't have to.
You just do the old method, don't you? You just sort of sit on the soil, don't you? Just to test it.
Right. I've been dropping my trousers and sitting on the soil, but I've been arrested so many times, I've warned not to do it again. So I thought a nice cheap, they're only about £4, guys. Only about £4. It's only £2 each.
Well, that's £2 too much.
You don't even need to wrap it.
I'll tell you what I've got in my greenhouse, though. I've got a thermometer, which is a digital one, and it's brilliant. It really is. And the batteries seem to last forever. So they're a good present for people if they want to buy something.
Oh, yeah. What, maximum, minimum thermometer? Yeah. Yeah, they're always good. I'll never get one that lasts long, so you'll have to tell me where you got yours, Tony, and I'll put it in order.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, well, we've got plenty of things, plenty of ideas then.
And of course, the other thing makes a very good present is a kitchen garden subscription.
I'm glad you said that, Em. Yeah. Yes, a kitchen garden subscription available from the website, of course, www.classicmagazines.co.uk. Free gifts with every issue, free seeds. So if you're thinking about stocking up on seeds, you don't have to worry about ordering them. Just get your kitchen garden and get your free packets of seeds with it. Wonderful present that is. And we've all been very busy little elves, haven't we? We've been writing bookazines, a sort of cross between a magazine and a book about various aspects of growing fruit and veg. First one due out on January the 6th. But you can pre-order on that website as well. You can pre-order all 5. And each one comes with 15 packets of seeds. Isn't that amazing? 15 packets. The first one is month by month. So it's a guide to what you can do in the garden every month through the year. Plus a very good feature at the end, I have to say, by our Emma, on starting a new veg plot if you're a complete beginner and you're not sure how to get started. I particularly like the no-dig method, on that one.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it saves a lot of hard work, doesn't it?
An awful lot of digging and hard work. Yeah.
And the second bookazine is going to be about it's just going to be a compilation of how to grow different vegetables. So a real sort of summary of loads of popular vegetables that you can grow, and tips on sowing and growing them on. I mean, it's all sort of compiled together. So that's a really, really useful little guide. Again, that will come with some seeds.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
And the third one, patio veg, if I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, patio veg. So all aspects of, well, not just patios, even windowsill.
Growing in small
spaces,
spaces, containers.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot
So
of space.
you've got a tiny garden or even just a windowsill or a balcony, you can grow some fruit and veg. So that will show you how to do that.
And then we've got one on recipes, which will be a really good one. So it's how to grow all your veg that you've grown.
Yeah, and what to do in the kitchen with it. Yeah.
And then the final one is greener gardening. So lots of hints and tips on gardening with nature. So growing fruit and veg as well, but also all aspects of gardening really, on how to grow greener and
looking after the environment and by growing your own, and lots of tips on sort of recycling and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, what with that and the bottle of scotch I've sent you both, you'll be well sorted, I think, this Christmas. It's great. Well, I'm hoping to get out in the garden soon. It's been really mild at the moment. So taking advantage. I've been raking leaves, filling my leaf bin, cleaning out. I
heard the birds singing. Sorry, I heard the birds singing this morning. Sorry, Em. There's a bit of a delay, isn't there, when we do these? I can't, I heard the birds singing this morning, and it sounded like spring. It was so mild out here. So, I think the nature is fooling the birds a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Em.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, traditionally at Christmas or just on Boxing Day, you go out and sow your onions, don't you? See, that's where I'd need my geopod, because then I've got some lights, you see, because that's really important, isn't it, when you're starting off that early?
Yeah.
To have a bit of heat and some lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of getting away from the relatives as well, isn't it? Just to go out and sow your onions.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you've got to stay with it. I do it every year on Boxing Day. I have to go out and sow my onions.
That's it, yeah. When the cold meats come out, get out in the garden and that's time to go and sow your
fresh air. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Commune with nature in the polytunnel. Just take a beer with you.
Yeah.
So you'll be digging all your veg then in preparation for your Christmas lunch before hopefully it won't get all frosty, but just in case it does, be out there digging your parsnips and picking your Brussels.
Yeah. A few leeks.
Leeks this year. Well, you're renowned for your leeks, Tony. We all know. You can grow a leek.
Yeah.
I've got a few parsnips, only just enough now for Christmas dinner, though. I didn't sow many, but I want to get frost on them. Haven't had much frost yet.
No, it's not been that cold, has it, really? Had a few frosty days.
Need the frost to get them nice and sweet. And the sprouts.
How do you like your parsnips? I like my parsnips almost like chips. Cut them up in chip size and then just roast them and make them really crispy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like them undercooked or, a little bit too.
No.
I like them really crispy and they're lovely and sweet.
Yeah, I like them like that.
Bit of a honey glaze on them as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll just eat a big dish of roast vegetables, really. Don't need anything else.
Yeah.
I think I could forego the turkey if I've got a big dish of roast spuds.
Well, that's assuming you've got one. I haven't even looked yet. Doubt whether I'll get one now.
No. No.
Have you got one, Steve? Have you got a turkey?
Turkey? No, we don't eat a lot of meat.
No, you're quite veggie, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, we gave up on turkey a little while ago. Yeah, might be roast veg surrounding a lovely nut roast at ours.
Yeah. Nice.
But you can't have too many roast veggies, so we'll be all right. Yeah. Oh well, folks, it's looking forward to Christmas now. Getting in the mood.
Suddenly getting into the mood.
Yeah, it's great. Well, it's sitting in these decorated sheds with all the tinsel out. That does it.
I think it's Emma's hat for me. That's. I should keep your door locked tonight, Emma. Might have to sneak in down the chimney, nick that hat.
Oh, that's a terrifying thought.
Just
If you hear any bumps in the night, it'll be me.
With that, I do think we should just sign off. Say Happy Christmas.
You can have nightmares now.
Yeah, I will. I don't want Santa anywhere near me. Right.
Okay, folks. Well, we hope you all have a lovely Christmas. Everybody who's listening to this, and so yes, don't forget, if you are looking for a Christmas present for that gardening friend or family member, just visit www.classicmagazines.co.uk and take out a subscription. But other than that, we look forward to talking to you in the new year, and have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
If you've enjoyed this video, press the like button and also give us a comment, let us know what you're doing in the garden at the moment. And if you like our videos generally, it'd be really great if you'd subscribe to our YouTube channel.